Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I wanted to talk to a lot of you guys out here who, kind of make excuses as to why you don't want to fuck with chicks. No, what do I even mean by this? Now, you don't have to, you can do whatever the hell you want in your life. But what I'm hearing a lot nowadays is, and especially from the men's rights activist groups and what they call them, the MGTOW, the men going their own way groups, where they're just like totally just done with chicks to the point where they say, they're just so sick of women that they're like, they don't want to fuck with them, at all, right? And now a lot of times guys, they'll give excuses also like, well, I don't mess with girls because, I ain't got time. I'm too busy. I'm focusing on this. Now, if that is really what's going on, if it's authentic, then I ain't got nothing to say to you. If you actually are doing something and you are truly doing this thing and this is what you're focused on doing, and this is the reason why you're not fucking with chicks at this point in your life or whatever, that's perfect. That's cool. But what happens is that you have a lot of guys out here who have so many excuses as to why they don't want to fuck with women, but they actually do want to fuck with chicks, even if it's just about sex. You understand? I'm not talking about having a girlfriend or getting married or none of this bullshit. I'm talking about as a man, and I've said this before in other videos, as a man, I don't care if you're on some men's rights activist shit or whatever it is, as a man, you are still going to want to fuck a woman. Do you understand that? Now, what you need to not do is use, this whole cause that you're about if you're like, oh, well, I'm for men's rights, because I'm for men's rights too. But I still want to fuck chicks. You understand? And I know a lot of you also want to fuck girls. And instead of trying to learn how to deal with these women in order to have sex with them, if that's all you want to do, you make excuses and say, well, I don't deal with these girls because they're all feminists and they're on this bullshit. Or, if I don't want to have to put myself in a position to, put myself in a position for a woman to mess my life up. And see, that's another thing. A lot of you guys out there who, are saying all these things about, well, if I get a girl pregnant, then, or if I marry a woman, then this is going to happen and that is going to happen. Don't get any girls pregnant and don't marry them. Do you understand? It's really that simple. Now, of course, you can have sex and, there are accidents that happen in rare cases, but most of the time when you guys get girls pregnant, it's because you wasn't using a fucking condom. Or you don't know how to use the condom if you're using it. And you make these mistakes. But if you learned the game, you would not make the mistakes. And you would not have to, make all these excuses as to why you can't fuck with chicks. Because at the end of the day, you want to fuck with these girls. But you have all these excuses, as to why you're not doing it. Oh, I ain't got no time. This is that. It's, I'm a man going my own way. I don't even want to deal with these girls. Now, I know all these guys who are a part of these groups. I know, all these MGTOW, men's rights activist guys is going to be like, oh, fuck you, whatever. And I know some of you actually still, want to fuck chicks. You understand? But you're about men's rights, but you still want to fuck chicks. And I feel you on that. And that's being more honest. But it's a lot of guys out there who are not really honest about it, who are making excuses as to why they don't want to do it. And you guys need to stop making these excuses. Because at the end of the day, when you really want this stuff to happen, when you really want to, be in the presence of a woman, even if it's just for sex, because let's cut the bullshit now. There's nothing wrong with just wanting to have sex with women and that's it. If that is your prerogative, then you do that. There's nothing wrong with it. You understand? But the thing is that you guys have gotten to a place where you've took it so far that it's almost like you're lying to yourself. But you want to pass it off as the truth. And see, the thing is, I can't tell you that you're lying. I can't. I honestly can't. But when you look in the mirror and you see yourself, you're going to know if you're bullshitting yourself. You're going to know if, you know, the reason why you're not fucking with girls is because you actually really truly don't feel like it right now, which is okay, because sometimes you don't feel like fucking with no chicks right now. You want to do some other shit, you want to do this. But there are times when you want to, but then you'll lie to yourself and say you don't, when you know you do. And then you use these excuses as a rationalization as to why you're not getting women. You understand? You're like, oh, all these girls are bitches. All these American women are crazy. A lot of them are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them is on some bullshit. I know this. Do you understand? But the thing is that you have to be honest with yourself. You have to say, am I really, you know, am I using this as an excuse, or is this what I really feel? Do you understand? Because, you know, there's been times in my life where I just was like, yeah, I just want to hang out with some girls. I want to do this. And there's been times and periods I have where I don't care. I don't really need to see no girl. I don't want to hang out with no chicks. I don't want to see no girls. I'm good. I'm focusing on this thing. But it was authentic. It was honest. I wasn't using this thing as an excuse, or this, you know, this other thing as an excuse as to why, you know, I can't fuck with girls, or I'm not fucking with girls, even though I wanted to. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of guys use this stuff as an excuse because of their lack of game. You know, the fact that you would even have to bring up the fact that, oh, well, you know, if I get married or if I get a girl pregnant, then this is going to happen. What would you have been doing to fucking get to the point to where you got yourself in a position to get this chick pregnant? That means you didn't have game enough. You didn't understand the game enough to not get her pregnant. You didn't understand the game enough to not get married if that's what you didn't want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about understanding yourself and being honest with yourself about what you really want, and then going after that and doing that instead of making excuses as to why you're not doing something even though you want to do it. You understand? Because a lot of you guys out there, and some of you are watching right now, know that you're using this whole men's rights activist, this whole MGTOW shit, this whole, I ain't got time for these girls as an excuse as to why, you know, you're not with women. The real reason is that you don't know how to engage with women. You understand? You have trouble dating women or getting women to have sex with you. You understand? And then now you have something to hold on to use as an excuse as to why you're not fucking with them. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a lot of bullshit that's going on, because I know there's a whole bunch of fucking bullshit going on with chicks nowadays. You understand? And I'm not trying to be dismissive of the bullshit going on. But for guys to chill here and act like, well, you know, the reason why I ain't fucking with a girl is because, you know, the way society is, if I'm chilling with a girl and then she slaps me, you know, it's okay. And if I hit her back, then, you know, I'm going to get arrested and blah, blah, blah. You know, yes, that happens. But again, what were you doing with a chick like that, and what happened to the point where a chick even thought to disrespect you like that, to slap you? See, let me tell you guys something about women, okay? Most of the times, women are only going to get away with what you allow them to get away with. You understand? If a chick gets pregnant and shit, now, of course, there are accidents, but 90% of the time, it's really because motherfuckers is fucking without condoms and setting themselves up for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're allowing her to get pregnant in order to allow yourself to be in this fucked up system to where you're going to have to pay all this child support and have no rights to see your kids and all of that. Stop getting these girls pregnant. If you get married to a chick, knowing the chick is on some bullshit, you're allowing her to have the power because the system is fucking, you know, on her side to get you in this fucked up situation. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to know the type of women you're dealing with. You need to know how to actually fucking be with a chick and know how to mold her into the type of chick you want to be with. A lot of times you guys having problems with chicks because you don't know how to really fuck with a chick to make her the type of chick she needs to be in order to be with you. You understand? I'm not saying that you have to do all this work to change a chick or anything else. You're not even necessarily changing her. You're just letting her know what is and what is not acceptable with you. See, a lot of times you guys are having these problems because you're not even going down this road of thinking this way. You're not going down this road of trying to understand this. You have to say, you know what? A lot of these American chicks is on bullshit, right? And a lot of guys go overseas, and I suggest, yes, go overseas and fuck with other girls too. Trust me, I'm all for that. A lot of motherfuckers will try to shame you into thinking, oh, there's something wrong with you for fucking with girls overseas, because go fuck with them too. You understand? But if you're in America right now and you live here and whatever, and you want to fuck with these girls, and you want to be with these girls, you got to understand there are certain things that you got to deal with. There's certain things that you got to know how to maneuver with. So you have to say to yourself, what do I even want from them? And then figure that out first, and then say, okay, what do I need to do to get what I want from them? And then keep it moving without getting caught up in your emotion or caught up in some bullshit, and you end up getting a girl pregnant. You end up wifing up some girl, being her boyfriend, because you haven't been with a woman in so long that you got some pussy or something, and now you don't know how to act, and now your emotions are taking over, and you're just staying with her because you have no game. You don't understand how to deal with women, so now you're some simp mangina dude. You were on some men's rights activist shit, but it's been so long since you was fucking with a girl. Now that you fucking with a girl, you don't even know what the fuck you're about anymore because that pussy hypnotized you. You understand? But you're not really understanding what's going on. See, oh man, it sucks to me because a lot of you guys out there who are using all these excuses as to why you can't get, or why you're not even fucking with girls, because you're not even saying, this is what y'all say. Y'all say, oh, it's not that I can't get a girl, it's that I choose not to mess with them, or I choose not to deal with them. But usually it's bullshit. It's usually you can't get a girl, or you have trouble getting women, so you use the whole, anti-feminism, men's rights activists, men going their own way thing to justify why you're not dealing with these chicks. I've seen this hundreds of times. I've known guys who would tell me, hey, listen, I'm celibate. And I'm like, you ain't celibate. You just ain't getting no ass. Do you understand what I'm saying? In order for you to be celibate, to really be celibate, you would need women constantly trying to fuck you and you saying no. You understand? You're not celibate by choice. It's like when chicks say they're single by choice, which is bullshit. Because in order for a chick to be single by choice, she would need actually a whole bunch of guys trying to wife her up, and most of these guys are not trying to wife her up; they're just trying to fuck her. So her single by choice is just her, her other rationalization as to why she can't get a man. It's, oh, I'm single by choice. You see all these excuses people give? It's all bullshit. And the thing is that you're not going to enjoy yourself. You're not going to get what you want out of life, when you're masking what what you're doing, with some bullshit. You understand? Again, if you are authentic with what you're about, then so be it. That's cool. I'm not saying you have to fuck with no chicks. I'm not telling you that. I would tell you, if you do not want to fuck with no girls, don't fuck with no girls. You understand? If that's where you're at right now, if you're in a point of your life you don't want to do that, don't do it. But the thing is, a lot of guys want to, and they're using the excuse of these other things as to why they're not doing it. But the real reason why they're not doing it is because they're scared. It's because they don't know really what to do. It's because they really want it, but then they don't know how to maneuver with what's going on in today's society. You feel what I'm saying? But, that's all I want to say about that, man. But, guys, hit me up if you have any questions. Ask Mr. Locario at gmail.com. Also, make sure you guys go to mrlocario.com and join my membership program. Go to Mr. Locario, click the membership tab, become a member, holla at your boy. You get 45 to 90-minute audios every month. On the month, it's so hot. It's so good. It will step up your game, and you'll make it happen. All right? I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.